What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. My name is Splattercat, and as always, it is a pleasure to have you here with me in the shadows because I'm afraid of the dark. Shadows are super scary, and I don't like being there by myself, so I'm glad you're here because now we gotta hold hands and get me through this. Let's pop that door on open. Ooh, those dudes are badass looking. Those dudes are rocking it. They're so much cooler than Lone Star. I wish I was Knight Errant. These guys are kind of scary though, so we may want to pick our moves. That should give her the proper angularity of fire, I would think. That's weird. The corners in this game can sometimes behave oddly. I'm gonna end the turn. What did he say? Drek, they're back. Intruders! I think I am. I think I'm gonna play it safe and I'm gonna draw them back into this room. Gonna get her AP pump going. There it is. And I would rather have her pulled back to a location where she's not. What's going to happen right now, I can almost tell he's going to stop over here and they're going to fire all the way through, maybe. Bad plan. Oh, she has Overwatch. Okay. And so what can he do now? Nothing. He can't do much. Well, we can air barrier. That'll work. So let's air barrier the hell out of this. There we go. So they're going to lose some AP if they decide to step across this. It will give them cover, though, so this may have worked against me. Okay, so I couldn't advance through there. It looks like they're just going to hold out on me. The situation's only getting worse. I should stop doing this. Is she replug? Okay, let's do one more. What we're going to do is we're going to haste her. She's going to adrenal pump herself. We'll get her in behind the door jam, and on the next turn she's going to pop in, fire, and do her thing. With Iger, let's put Iger up behind a wall here. This is looking like a pretty glorious situation for a frag grenade. Keep him in line behind there, and that should be it. In our next turn, she's got 4 AP. There it is. I'm gonna have her. Let's expend some options up front, because if we wait and we kind of see what happens, it may backfire on us. So there's a couple rounds fired. Or step her back into cover now. Iger does not have the movement points to do what I want Iger to do. So instead, Iger's just going to watch like this, and if they come around the corner, they're going to get blasted. They're going to get laid into. Over here on this side, I can't cast around corners, unfortunately, but what I can do is I can make a barrier over there to guarantee that they don't come at me too rapidly, or if they don't come around from both ends, so we don't get stormed in on. It's just like a move. It's not a really good move, but it's a move. It's all I got right now. Let me have this. And see, they are coming from that direction now. So Blitz now has line of sight, as does... How come she only has 3 AP? She should have 4. Did I do 2 turns already? Possible. I'm going to step Iger out to there. And I don't know if that's going to be far enough to use the sniper. We're going to try. And 24, a half crit right there. Very, very good. Now, our goal while we're here, in case you didn't see the previous episode, there was a rigger who botched a run on this place, and he's now been captured. We have to go in, we have to find him, and then they want us to kill him. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. Once we find him, we may decide to keep him for our team or something for later. Granting people mercy could be a good thing to do from time to time. I'm going to pull her back behind the chair now so that she can see what's going on over there. Blitz has... Let's wait. Okay, so they're going to open fire on long shot right there. I wouldn't hold out a whole lot of hope for that one making a landing shot. And now it looks like he's being overwatched, which is kind of scary. Gotta see if I got... Oh, I got the wrong person. Damn. Okay, you go back over there. I wasn't going to use you anyways. It's fine. Gotta see if I can snipe from pretty deep in. So another one down, sniping out of the door jam. I don't see a whole lot of major cover in there. There is a decking port right there, so I'm glad that I brought a decker along. It may allow us to get a little bit of stuff done. Her injector isn't up yet. Those chairs aren't offering a ton of cover. I may hang out here. Let's see if we can bait them slightly. They may just be overwatching us. I'm gonna get Glory in the room. We'll step Iger up to right about there so that she can snipe shot. Aim shot's not feeling so good for her right now. So we'll do a normal one for another 24 damage. That sniper rifle is brutal. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's get into position behind the miner cover. It's only gonna give us like 5% chance of them missing, but it's better than nothing. I can also do a burst. So we're gonna AoE, and we've managed to kill somebody off with his AoE. Spray and pray, I think is what it's called, or bullet storm or something like that. Glory is our last hope to maybe kill this guy off with a good crit. Nope, no such luck there. Shotgun blast came in, they hamstringed us, so we lost 1 AP. Disappointing, but not something that you don't see coming most of the time. Another shot in right there for 16, puts him down into the red, but he's not dead yet. Yeah, it just goes through more ammo if I remember how it works. We'll burst fire him down. The music is swapped up on us, so now we know that things aren't quite as bad as they were before. We got through the first wave of enemies, which is good. Oh, there's a security cam right there. That's disappointing. Let's step away from that. I assume if you end your turn inside of it, the security camera like kind of gets a turn, and then it goes swoop swoop, and then you get yourself in trouble. Let's jack on into the Matrix and see what we got going on here. What abilities is he packing? Erosion, Blaster 2. He's got Medic. He's got suppression. So he's got all of the basic materials that we'd like to have. Let's confirm and jack on in. Hopefully this isn't too bad. And so basically how this works, if you're unaware, is we still take turns with people outside the Matrix, but every time it gets to his turn takes place inside the Matrix. So there's this wonderful kind of collaboration between the real world and the virtual world. And it works the exact same way in the pen and paper game. The guy who's jacked in the Matrix, well, he's jacked in the Matrix. He's probably not going to be doing much. However, in previous versions, there was a wireless version of the Matrix you could do. So you could be in the middle of a gunfight and also be on the Matrix decking your heart out. I don't know if they changed that, but there was a version where you could do that and you just took penalties to all your combat rolls. Here we are, and Blitz is inside. Let's look at... Looks like a fairly enormous system, so we're going to want to move fast. We have no cover from right here. How many AP does he have? He has 3 AP inside the Matrix. Let's go for Blaster. And we'll sit that sucker down right there. And my goal is to deal as much damage as I can to these ice before they become active. And so we've got a miss, unfortunately. There is no cover for us to hide behind. I do think that these ice have to get at point blank range, though, before they can do anything, from what I recall. I'm going to use Erosion on this one right here. And then we'll try and kill this one. Where did it go? Interesting. Oh, it does 75 damage. Okay, I'll take that. I didn't know it did initial damage. We all learned something today. Now, there are going to be things we want to look out for. There's going to be, like, central access nodes. There's going to be data stores. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we want to track down while we play. Ooh, and we've gotten ourselves into trouble. Let's retreat. And we'll deal with these one by one. Now, we are on a tentative time limit. One thing that you will want to make note of is at the bottom... Oh, we're back in the real world. I'm wondering if that camera is going to be shut down by the decking operation that we're doing right now. We can take a look, though. We got 2 AP. Another security cam right there. Just a little bit of reconnoitering. With Glory... Oh, I should probably heal Glory. Let's go ahead and bypass another turn, and we'll get back into the Matrix. Ah, there's more people coming. Which leaves my mage a little bit exposed, as well as my decker, since he's totally zoned out in a different world. Let's give the projectile ice. We're going to give him an erosion. With this guy right here, we're just going to open up on him with normal attacks. And as I was saying, you're on a time limit. If you look at the bottom of the screen right there, there's an alarm that every turn that little bar fills up a little bit further. If the alarm goes off, it means that there's going to be deckers and all kinds of other crazy... It's basically a massive system-wide alert for a counter-intrusion measure to be deployed. So it's bad. It's really, really bad if that happens. Let's do a blaster right there. And so we've killed off another ice now, and with one remaining IP, let's try and go for a long shot. I can't guarantee we'll get him, but we can try. Okay, so a bit more ice has now been melted. Let's step forward, and there's even more ice. Lovely. Okay, well, let's throw an erosion on Sparky here. And he takes 2 or 3 turns, just so you guys know why it's sticking around with him. He takes like 2 turns to the every one that goes outside. I think that has a mooring in the original gameplay, but I don't recall. Gentlemen, you have made a mistake. Let's go ahead and throw a mana ball at him. It was doubly weak, which is disappointing. But I don't think they're going to survive this turn anyways. Use that adrenal pump. She's almost ready to go, but I think I'm going to have her use the shoddy. Yeah, you're better off. A little bit more damage done. And so now we can choose how we want to allocate that damage on this side. She's got a non-lethal grenade. I don't think I want to go for non-lethal options right now. I'm definitely leaning more towards the lethal options. Let's multi-shot, and so he's now down. And then what I want to do is aim shot right there. Okay, and so it's summoned a spirit. I didn't realize that was a mage. I probably should have known by looking, but whatever. We'll live with it. Over here, he should have Blaster up and ready to go again, so let's use Blaster on these guys. We'll do a default attack on him. He should melt on the next turn just based on... well, maybe not. I don't see it in his buff list, so let's just kill him. Taking a little bit of IP damage over here. It's concerning. We'll reassemble our online persona as best we can. We've got erosion, so we'll throw erosion on him, and he's melted. Oh no, I was. Luckily, he can't shoot for shit. Otherwise, that would have been a major blunder. Okay, and so we should be in, barring any other strange intrusions. I'm gonna give him one more turn. And over on this side, what we want to accomplish, we're going to heal her 5 damage, just to make sure that it doesn't become permanent damage when we get out of combat. And Iger, let's see if we can't get some AoE action down. There it is. And one important thing to remember is that if they've got a summon out, if you kill them, the summon loses its tether to this plane, and it just vanishes. I'm going to take a turn to use suppression, and you'll see this bar go down. Oh, you have to use it on yourself. So see, there it is right there, but it takes up your entire turn, so be aware before you pop it. I'm going to wear some good cover here. Something bad's going to happen when I come down here, I just know it. So camera security control appears to be under our jurisdiction now. I don't think that there's anything else running around this place. This is like the only thing that was here. I was hoping for data stores or something so they could make a little bit of extra cash on the open market. But it's fine. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and jack out. And there we are. So these security cameras... oh, we've actually got access to the entire building. Even better. So we've got a bunch of guys that are camped out on ley lines in there. Yeah, so there's a mage. God, those outfits are absolutely sick. How do I get one of those? I don't even care if I'm on their team. Just give me one with like a graver. I'm sorry, with like a red version in the middle or something. And then the armor can be like blue or something, and I'll be like a superhero. So that room is obviously probably not where we want to go first. Let's get our team situated. Oh, it occupies that space. That's interesting. And I'm going to try and keep everybody in this room so that I can haste somebody on the next turn. Let's also get all of our reloads done while we're sitting around with all this extra AP. There we go. So now everybody's reloaded. I'll get him lined up alongside the door, and then we'll bring Iger in too. And on this turn... Alright, looks like we're clear right here, so I'm going to move my strike team in. Having now taken positions by the door, set Iger up on recon. Let's go ahead and get a haste going on somebody. Maybe even Iger might be the better idea because she's got the sniper rifle, so she could unload her entire clip on somebody if we manage it properly. Hers is still not up, so let's open that door for a free action. Nothing to be worried about. We're going to breach and enter. So we can come at this room from the side, which might be a better option. Although there's still, this room has a ton of cover. This room is just basking in the glow of color, so that's going to be an issue for us. I would rather check out some of these rooms though first. Let's send somebody in to check the room. And everybody else will just kind of advance slowly. Set up by the door for later. That's not what I want. I just noticed that he was damaged. I don't know what he got damaged by. Oh, it's the shotgun blast probably. Alright, so let's throw some healing lovin' on him. Just put that loving tender touch on him and see if anything's good there. A bunch of loot to be had. We will send that. And then we'll also pick up whatever's over here. It's like kamikaze. Send it to the stash and we'll just sell it off later. Can you fire through that window? No. So the slats aren't going to be fired through. I want the sniper back right there. We'll get her adrenal pump going. Let's move everybody into the room. Slot, look at that. Look at what? Him? I don't even know what we're looking at right now. What else does he have? Just that? Okay. So from there, she should be able to take fairly cogent shots at other people. I don't know. Some of these guys are... What the hell? I don't know what these guys are doing. They're doing something weird. So anyways, let's go ahead and we're going to get the guys that we can point blank first. Since they deemed it necessary to roll up on us like this. And so from the point blank range, actually from here we can probably make some good sniper shots on somebody. Yeah, there it is. I love how damaging the sniper shots are. It makes me incredibly happy. So we've got another guy down. This isn't even a challenge anymore. This is just like an ass whooping. I'm going to step him in. He hasn't done any combat in this round. Oh, that was 2? I thought that was 1. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Let's go straight automatic on this guy. We should be able to kill him. Oh, with that last round miss. Disappointing me. Disappointing me, Glory. I don't think I have anything overwhelmingly useful to throw out there right now, so I guess we'll just go for normal auto attacks. And once that's done... Yikes. Bad luck right there, chummer. Well, I guess we'll just go for the shot here then. That one's slippery. Doesn't want to go down. Alright, so at least we killed somebody off. That's the bonus. And in Shadowrun sometime... Oh, no. How did I know that was going to happen? So what I want to do now is we want to use Spirit of the Bear. So I'm going to step over to here so that I'm adjacent with everybody, kind of. We'll use Spirit of... Oh, it's a lot wider than I thought it was, so... Let's go ahead and do what we're going to do. And blammo, shazowie, whatever exclamation you want to use, interjection, whatever you feel like doing, that's going to be pretty awesome. We got ourselves healed up to full after a grenade that should have kind of limited our combat effectiveness for the remainder of the mission. And instead, we've got a sniper round off. Let's spend a turn getting everybody to reload. I didn't get to summon, there's a little minion thing over here that I didn't see. Well, I saw it, but I didn't get to activate it. I'm going to send people into different rooms and figure out if there's anything that we can loot around here. Oh no, they're coming in from behind us. That's problematic. We can probably get like a disease demon or something out of that. Might be worth the effort. Yeah, he's pretty good actually. I had one of these in my previous playthrough and I liked him. I liked him a lot. He does have spells. I don't know how many AP it gave him, just the one. You can do a glue on them, so glue them. And then we'll focus on this one right here since that one's glued. I mean, frankly, they ran right into a really good position for Blitz to be in, so he's able to kind of do a lot of damage right there. On this side, we might have some luck with the shotgun. Yeah, we did. So 24 damage right there. That guy should be just about ready to go. 12 more puts him on the floor. Ooh, and the room continues to be flooded. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and choose how much AP we want this guy to have. And so he's got himself 4 AP, which is going to be super, super nice. What other abilities does this guy have to throw around? He's got Acid Burst, which is an AoE. So I think I'm going to try and use that. What is this? Disease? All enemies are infected for -5. Oh, wait. Oh, he already moved. Okay, never mind. And he's missed with his second attack. That leaves me with a single AP with which to fiddle. So I think what I'd like to do instead is put down an air barrier right there. I probably could have ran him into cover, but... Let me try and get Blitz into an advantageous position for the next turn, since there's not really much he can do right now. And then we'll do the same thing with Glory. Iger, get yourself on in there. Ooh, 24 damage right there. Nasty, nasty set of hits. The second one managed to miss, which is really good because I don't think she could take another one. But we're going to get really good healing capacity out of this. If I go through and I go like that, we're going to heal for 24, which is pretty much a major medkit. That's going to be a really, really big hit for us. We also want to see how is he doing. He's got a 12% chance of escaping. These two guys are about to die, so I think I'm just going to banish him now instead of trying to tempt the wind here. Okay, another dead body. Need her to inject herself one more time. We'll let Iger get wild with the pump here. It appears to have resolved. Oh, we're not even in combat anymore. Fantastic. That means that I get way more time to look around and find loot. So let's pick through this place and find what sort of goodies we can have before we break off the episode. I realize I gotta go to class in a couple minutes, so... Unfortunate, you know, scholastics getting in the way of your entertainment. The body on the table looks like a janitor. His chest and stomach appear to have been brutally torn open. Yeah, bad day to be him. God, glad I'm not that chummer. Now, I felt like that locker would probably have something for us to look at, but nope, doesn't appear to be the case. This is a little area where you can send your drone into if you're trying to get ahead of people. Because we have access to all of their cameras, we can see what's going on in the next episode. there's no loot over here, so we could go with a drone through here, and then we could also put the drone out this end, and it could sneak attack right there. Drones are very, very cool in this game. You can do a lot of interesting stuff with them. But for now, not going to be an option. I'm a little scared to open the door, so instead what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to break off the episode right now. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Running in the Shadows. Take care out there, chummers. This was Shadowrun Dragonfall. You can get it through Steam. I've got all the links down below, so go buy the game and support the developers. Take care out there, everybody. See you next time.